Jordan here, and welcome to episode 6 of Java Programming. In this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you how to use switch statements. Okay, carrying off where we left last lesson, we're going to make a new class, and we're going to call it switch statements. Public static void main string args. Okay, let's say we have an integer that is some value, or some int is equal to 15. What if we wanted to test for different values, but we didn't want to write all the if statements? So for example, if we want to say if some int is equal to, now I'm going to be lazy and I'm going to copy and paste this just to prove a point. You should never copy and paste code, by the way, because it can create a lot of mistakes. So here's some code. I'm going to say for this one 0, and for this one I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you get the point, 15. Then I'm going to say system the sum int is equal to and then I'm going to say sum int, and then again you shouldn't do this, but in this instance I'm going to do it is copy and paste code. And then I'm going to format this code so it's a bit more readable. Okay. For some reason this is erroring. See, as I said when we were learning about variables, the variable names are case sensitive. So here I've actually defined the variable name as some int with a capital I for int, and in all these, where I've copy and pasted all my errors, I've had them all as int. So I'm just going to highlight over it and fix that, so it changes them all to uppercase I's. Okay, if we run this now, we're going to say sum int is equal to 15. There is an easier way of doing this, and they are called switch statements. So we say switch, and then curly brace, circular brackets, the same as if we were doing an if statement, but with the word switch instead, which is another keyword in Java. And then inside these circular brackets we say sum int. Then we have curly braces here. And then we can say case. So this is a case within the switch statement. Then we're going to say, let's say value 1. Then we present it twice, and then we put break. So basically what this means is if we switch in the value of sum int, if sum int is equal to case with a value of 1, then we do whatever's inside this block here. Now, for example, if you was to say, we haven't actually learned about this yet, but there is a thing called return. Now if you do have a return, you do not put a break statement after it, because it causes an error in the code, because that piece of code will never ever run no matter what. But for now we're just going to say break, and then for here we're going to say system.out.println, the value is 1, and then we can say after the break then case 2 is equal, well we can do this in any order, so you can say case 5 is equal to system dot print line. The value is 5. Then after that, then we can say break, and then we can have a default, which in the if else statement, the default case would be anything that doesn't match these cases. So if it doesn't equal 1 and it doesn't equal 5, then it's going to run this default. This is the default statement in a switch statement, and then after that, then we say break. Now if you notice, these are not in any particular order, so it doesn't matter in which order you put these in, it will always go to the one you want. Okay. Even if you used to put the default first, and it would still run the ones below it first rather than the default. So if we run this now, this is the default statement in a switch statement, so it's printing this line. If we change this to 5, the value is 5, and again the value is 1, the value is 1. Please like, favorite, comment, subscribe. This has been episode 6. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.